Come on!
Welcome to Gaming with Life with Sweetybelle. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel for another video. So for today I am going to be continuing with Hell Hunter. So here we go.
To the bow. To below deck. You have reached Ghost Ship. Saving point. You saved the game. Front exit. To the hold. You have reached Ghost. Back exit. To below deck. Ghost. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 190 XP. Back exit. You have reached Ghost Ship. To below deck. Necklace. There's a necklace near the corpse. Alien is going to use his power and touches the corpse. But then he has a change of heart. He doesn't want to violate the last thoughts of the woman. He already knows what kind of thought. Skeleton. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 1. Front exit. To below deck. Necklace. To below front. You have reached back. Ghost Ship. Hold. To below deck. Ghost. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien. Back exit. To below deck. You have reached speed. To the Ghost Ship. To inside. You have reached to the cliff. To the outside. To the wharf. You have reached Harbour Village. Wharf. To the villagers' houses. To the speedboat. Amelia. Doctor. The doctor will be able to handle. To the speedboat. To the villagers' house. You have reached to the wharf. To the main road. To the underground. Plague spreader. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gain. To the wharf. To the main road. To the underground. Weather vane. It is placed above the roof of the house of a fisherman.
Ooh. Let's see what's in here.
It is placed above the roof of the house of a fisherman. You have reached Manor. Entrance hall. Floor 0. Typewriter. Checking memory card slot 1. Alien. Save 01. The game has been saved.
Oh. What?
Checking memory card slot 1. Alien. Save 01. The game has been saved. To the cliffs. To the speedboat cliff. To the coast. To the hidden cave. To the plains. You have reached path to landscape, grave. Grass to the plains. You have reached to the path to the hills, to the cliffs, to the hills. You have reached to the hills, to the path to the cliff, to the caves of the garbage, saving point, to the plain, saving point. You saved the game, to the plains. Elian steps forward and marches through the plains until he and the creature are in front of each other. Only a few meters separate. You have reached plain, rocks, skull, the creature. Elian takes. The battle begins. The battle ends. The battle lasts for a long time. Elian is tired. The enemy doesn't even have a bruise. Elian rushes forward for another barrage, but suddenly something with an undefined shape arrives with incredible speed and grabs Elian. It makes an incredible leap, which covers hundreds of meters. It stops right on top of a bunch of ruins.
Uh-oh.
Elian barely manages to understand what happened. He's above the ruins of an old palace, at some distance above the ground. Next to Elian, there's the guy he was searching for. Considering the impressive stunt he just pulled, he must be on Elian's side. He takes off his hood. His very long and silver hair catches Elian's attention. Maybe he's albino. His noble traits emphasize the fact that he's not an ordinary person, and probably not even a human. He introduces himself to Elian with an archaic speech. He's Alucard, a Dampier like Elian, and he's going to help him to defeat the anti-nomen. You have reached plains, ruins.
Ooh.
Ruins. To the ruins. Those are not the ruins of an ordinary house, but Elian wouldn't call it a manor. Something in between, perhaps. Those are not the ruins. Plains. East. Alucard. To the plains, west, Alucard. Elian is surprised by what Alucard just said. He continues the speech and talks about that creature. That model of construct is called anti-nomen. And now Alucard will explain to Elian what anti-nomens are and how to destroy them. An anti-nomen is an invincible war machine, specifically created to chase a human or a half-blood until it kills the target. It's powered by blood, the essence and the true name of the target, which are placed inside the nucleus of the anti-nomen. Elian remembers that Deus mentioned something about his true name. So Dracula sent the anti-nomen against him. Now it all makes sense. Alucard confirms his thoughts. He knows that Dracula did this to him. Anti-nomens always know the location of the target and all the information about it. In other words, the target can't escape, and technically not even win. Then Alucard tells Elian that there's only one way to stop the anti-nomen. Destroy his core. It's almost impossible to do that alone, but Alucard will join his battle and will destroy the core from behind, while Elian will draw anti-nomen's attention, since he aims only at the target. Meanwhile, the anti-nomen arrives. Elian quickly jumps down the ruins and gets close to him. This time the enemy has become faster and more aggressive. It almost seems like he felt the menace. Elian will have to buy some time. He must resist until Alucard has his chance. Elian must focus on eluding him. The battle begins. The enemy is getting stronger. The enemy is getting faster. Stronger. The enemy is getting faster. Stronger. The enemy is getting faster. The battle ends. Double tap to continue. Elian slowly moves in a circle until anti-nomen turns his back to Alucard. After a while, he swiftly leaps, and with his sword, he points directly to the core. But anti-nomen reacts in time. A metal plate comes out from his body and covers the exposed part. A sword bounces off it, and Alucard immediately jumps back. He tells Elian to lure the anti-nomen into the plains. He has another surprise for him. Elian nods and is ready to move. To the ruins, plains, east, Alucard, plain, Alucard. The anti-nomen is even more enraged. For a moment he reacted to Alucard, but in no time he will move toward Elian. He must go to the plains. The anti-nomen is to the plains, west. The first ambush on anti-nomen failed. Elian rushes toward the plains and lures the anti-nomen towards him. Alucard is still among the ruins, waiting for the perfect moment to attack. He's preparing some special power. You have reached plains, west, to the ruins. Boulders. There's a boulder which resembles the structure of a portal. But the grass covered the road a long time ago. To the ruins. Elian stops and turns around. Anti-nomen almost reaches him, but something happens near the ruins. Alucard morphs into a silver wolf. With only a few steps he covers many meters, and then with a leap his claws are on anti-nomen's shoulders. He opens his jaws wide, and then they close on the metal plate which covers the core. Anti-nomen can't shake Alucard off. Then he goes into a frenzy and violently aims towards Elian. Elian is ready. He must resist until Alucard can manage to bend the plate. This is the very last battle. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian resists for a very long time, and when he's starting to lose his strength, finally Alucard, with his majestic fangs, opens a breach in the plate. He immediately returns to normal and pierces the core with his sword. After some seconds, anti-nomen stops moving. They won! Elian can finally rest. He sits on the grass. He's very grateful to Alucard, but he still has some questions for him. He wants to talk. Actually, Alucard does as well. So he sits on the body of the anti-nomen. Elian wants to know what he was doing in the harbor village, and why he was here, ready to save him from the anti-nomen. Alucard tells Elian that centuries have passed since the last time someone ever saw an anti-nomen walk the surface of the earth. Only Dracula can boast a private army of anti-nomens, so he was surprised when he saw it happen again, recently. It's not like Alucard thought that Elian represented a menace to Dracula, but rather that he was impressed by the fact that he was still alive after fighting against him, and was still surviving despite even being chased by that anti-nomen. Then Elian asks him why he didn't help him before, if he already knew the situation and knows those details about Dracula. Alucard replies that he was observing him to test his value. If he didn't prove worthy, then he would have ignored him. Hearing that, Elian stands up and grabs him by the shirt, asking him if he considers him a guinea pig or something. Alucard remains indifferent and tells him that there's a reason. As Elian experienced with his body challenging Dracula is not a joke, and certainly not a game. People simply avoid that, and who dares to do it is destined to perish. In other words, who desires to defeat Dracula must be really ready for his mission, and, even more, must be ready to accept the consequences of failure. Alucard doesn't know Elian, but only one thing is sure. What counts the most when someone stands before Dracula is not his strength or words. What really counts is his resolve and will. Elian has already heard a sentence similar to the one that Alucard just said. So Alucard recognized his value and decided to help him. How he knows all that information, he tells him, is simply because he's Alucard, the son of the Lord of Darkness, Dracula, and his mission is stopping him forever. Elian is surprised to hear that. He asks him why his son should be against him, but he stops before finishing the sentence. Alucard says that he's not a vampire hunter. What he's doing is only in preparation for the final battle against his father, and he has no intention to explain his personal reasons for doing it. But in Elian he saw a potential ally. Together, they might be able to triumph against Dracula, so he tells him to consider his help against the anti-nomen as a gift to propose to Elian a formal request of alliance. An alliance signed for a common purpose: defeating Dracula. Saying that, Alucard holds out his hand towards Elian. He stares elsewhere for a moment. Everything that Alucard said makes sense. Moreover, a few moments before, Elian said something funny. He remembers about his father, and actually he can empathize with Alucard. They have more than one thing in common. Then Elian stares into Alucard's eyes and accepts the handshake. A new alliance is born. Now they depart from the plains, leaving alone the rest of a terrifying and unstoppable death machine, which are now just some metal scraps that peacefully rest in quiet, surrounded by the wheat and caressed by the wind. Elian and Alucard are directed toward the center of the nation. There's a lot to do. This is just the beginning of a new adventure. You have completed the game at 100%. Congratulations! The world of Hellhunter has no more mysteries for you. Did you know that it's actually possible to defeat Dracula at the beginning of the game? If you feel brave enough, You could attempt to win and unlock a secret ending.
Wow. Okay, so I just took another risk in order to come back to the plains and defeat the anti-nomen again, because previously in my previous videos on Hellhunter, as some of you already know, I had completed it at 89% when it had announced that. But now it says something different. Let me know in the comments below if you would like me to try to defeat Dracula in the beginning of the game. I know it's not a very easy thing, but hey, I'm up for the challenge. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. But that's going to be the end of this video. I can't believe I already completed this game. We'll see what happens then. But thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.